1685 here. Today we're going to recondition restore the headlights on my Golf here, and we're going to be using the 3M Headlight Restoration Kit. I've used this before. Usually the lenses, about 2 years, they start to get a little silly again, but this brings them right back to brand new. So we'll show you how to use this kit. We'll give you guys a good shot of before. It's very yellow, very hazed over. Here's the other side. And I almost bought, last time I did this, well, the first time I did it, I almost bought new headlights because they were just that bad. I didn't think that a kit like this would bring it back, and it just absolutely made them like brand new, and you guys are gonna see. So here's the before shot. First step, give your headlights a good wipe down. Clean off all that crap that's on there before we start the restoration. So we'll go ahead and open up the box, show you what it all comes with. Comes with some nice green masking tape to go around your headlight, which I'm going to use so I don't hit the sanding disc on my paint. Here's all your different sanding discs. You got a nice buffing pad that you're going to put some compound on, and we got some 800 grit sanding disc, 500 grit, some more 500. So they give you quite a few, which is nice. Yeah, so different sanding discs. Here's the part, the attachment that goes on your drill, and it's Velcro. This is a 3000 grit for one of your final wet sand finishes. Part that goes on the drill. And you got synthetic wax protectant and a rubbing compound. So yeah, that's what's all in the box. Okay guys, not gonna lie, this is probably one of the scariest parts when you first start doing this for the very first time ever. So we're gonna go ahead and put this 500 grit, they call it the gold or whatever, the brown disc, and stick her onto our piece here, stick it in the drill. And I say this is the scariest part because this is the part where your headlight is gonna look like you ruined it. Once you go over this, it's gonna be so scratched, but I'm telling you, it's all gonna be good in the end, don't worry. So one of the main things you want to do is I have a Milwaukee drill. I got on a number 2 for the speed. That's the highest setting, and we want to make sure, because this is plastic and we are using a sanding disc, if you do stop in one spot and hold it there, or you push too hard, that creates a lot of friction, which creates a lot of heat, and you will tend to melt the plastic or smear it, they say. So you just want to keep it moving, right, back and forth like this, and keep working your way down. And the trick is to get rid of all that yellowness. So you'll see when you're sanding, you go over it, you know, you're gonna see me do it. I'm gonna go over it a couple times, and then we're gonna wipe it all off and see if we can see some yellowing still, and if that's the case, we'll keep sanding. So here we go. You just want a nice light pressure. You can see all the yellow flecks of plastic. It's getting all that crap off. guys, we're almost done with the 500 grit, but I'm going to put on a new disc and go over it again. I'm pretty much done, but this old disc held up pretty good. Like you seen, I cleaned it out a couple times when we were doing it, but I'm just going to run a new one. I got a whole bunch in the kit, so I'll just run over it again and then we'll go to the next step. Okay guys, this is why I said this is the scariest part, because you think, oh my goodness, you know, I ruined my headlights. Look at them, they're all scratched to crap. Have faith. Check it out. We're going to do the 800 grit now. I thought I'd show you guys this one disc. It's getting pretty glazed around the outside ring here. I don't know if you can get, if I'm getting the shot, but when you see that, it's time to change the disc out. It's all full of the plastic, right? So. Okay, so we've sanded it with 500 initially. Now we've sanded it with 800. I don't know if you can tell, but the scratches are a lot finer from the sanding. And again, it looks like hell, boys, but you wait. We're gonna do the 3000 grit wet sand, and this thing's gonna look like new. Here we go. Here's the disc. It's the gray one. It says 3000 on the back. Sticker on, and we need to wet. Now we're gonna wet sand everything, right? So we got our water bottle. We're gonna spray it with water. Once we get a prime on this bottle, I guess. There we go. Get this nice and wet. Give the lens a little spray. Isn't that looking a lot better already? So now we've done our wet sand, and we still have the polishing compound to put on. But you got to make sure when you're doing the wet sand that you keep that surface wet. You don't want that to get dry. And then you've seen me spray, clean out the disc a bunch of times with the water. Just keep her all wet and have a good look at your lens. If you still see some small scratches, then just keep going with the wet sand. That'll take it all out, and then we'll move on to the next step. So when you're doing the wet sand, if you get a bit of you should have a white slurry while you're sanding. That means it's taking material off and it's getting rid of the scratches. So you want to continue wet sanding until that white slurry goes away, and then go over it a bunch more, and then you're good. Then you can move on to the polish. So now it's the really fun part, the rubbing compound, where we turn it into absolute brand new. So go ahead and stick your pad on here, and we're going to use the rubbing compound. And you don't need, like, there's lots in here, so you don't need to put a huge amount on here. The more you put on right now, the more it'll just splatter around. So it says a dime amount. That's more than more than enough. So we'll just take it on here and smear it around a little bit so that it don't splatter all over. And we want to keep this pad wet. Once it gets dry, you want to apply some more compound. You don't want to run this dry, right? So. We have one last final step, and that is the synthetic wax protectant. I think it's kind of like a UV protectant, because a lot of this, what happens to the lights is the UV gets to it and it degrades the plastic, right? And then stone chips and sand and grime flying up and sandblasting your headlights, basically. So this is the final step. We're gonna wipe this into the light, and that's it, guys. No real need showing you the other side. It's the exact same as this side, so I just wanted to show you how good this product is, and I truly believe in it, and you can see it firsthand. There is the finished product. I'm telling you, this kit is amazing. You know, there's other compounds and all that say that they clean the lens, but to me, you cannot beat sanding. I mean, you're sanding all that yellowness out, you're sanding all the scratches and the grime, and look at this, guys. It is like brand new. 3M Headlight Restoration Kit. Oh, so good. So let's look at the other side over here. This is what it looked like before. You can see how yellow it is. Here's the after. Just amazing. And I was starting to notice a difference at night with light quality, and you know, it overall just makes the car look, you know, it doesn't make it look good. So it's like brand new now, guys. So this is the key. So guys, I wanted to show you that I got the other side all done. Like I said, brand new. So happy. Love this kit. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, if you have this problem with your headlights, this 3M kit is the bomb. Have a good day.